Today, we are doing our weekly separation session. And what is separation session? It is looking at the collective that is in separation from their loved one, whether that's you're in a no contact situation with the person that you're in love with, whether you're a twin flame, whether you feel that you are divine counterparts, soulmates. This is for those who are in separation and looking to see what the current energies are, because the collective does create this in a collective manner. And so just remember, because this is a collective reading, we're reading a lot of stories. Your story may be just a little bit different. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So, Spirit, can you show me what the current energy is for the collective that is in separation from their person? And for many of you, Spirit's saying, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. And it says sexual union, but you're in separation right now. And if you are in that separation, no contact, well, what Spirit is saying is that don't worry, although you would like it to be in the physical, in spirit, you two are still connected together. And so let's take a look at it. And just remember, don't put any, shall we say, controls on who that is that you are in connection with, because it may not be the person that you believe that you are. So just allow for the information to come through, and let's see what's going on within the energies of this collective that is in separation. Remember, this is an energy reading. We don't tell stories that never come true. These are about what energies are near you, why the energies are there, and what are beneficial, what are not, and how do we move through the energies that are not beneficial and move to the energies that are more in tune with what we're looking to manifest. And so with that, let's see what messages we have. Um, so the first message that we've got is love conquers all, right? So make sure you're always bringing in the frequency of love, even if you're not in a relationship right now. Just look at whatever relationships that you do have, whether that's with your cat, your dog, your plant, with your uh, kids, whatever that is. Just make sure that you're bringing in that frequency of love and allowing for yourself to have that frequency of love in there, and let that love show you how to learn from each other, right? Because you have to look at everything as a collective of love. And why do you look at that way? It's because truly everybody is connected as one. We're just in that space of illusion right now where we believe we're separate. Okay, Spirit saying, admire everything that you do love in your person. And even if right now you're not feeling that love, just admire whatever love is around you. Admire those areas, because you want to stay in that frequency, that energy of happiness, that love. That's the place you want to be. And that's how you start to attract love. And then again, embrace your loving connection and rejoice. And so we got a lot of confirmations here, a lot of nudges from Spirit saying, hey, look, get yourself in a frequency that is compatible with love, and then love can come in. But you have to get yourself there first, and that's a choice, right? Anytime we want to do something, it's always a choice, because we are creating our own reality. So let's take a look at what else love wants to tell us right now for this. That is in separation from your person. Let's see if there's some more information about what's going on. And remember, this is a collective reading, so it may or may not resonate entirely with you. Maybe specific messages for some people. And so just make sure you're doing that with an open mind. And if you are looking for your specific situation, you can reach out. I do personal readings, and you can reach out, either DM me or send me an email at silverfoxspiritual@gmail.com, and I'll send you the current price list for these readings. All right, so let's see what love is telling us. So for many of you, you're in deception, right? Somebody's wearing a mask. They're not being who they're true to themselves for. And why did I put it on this side? So we're going to explain the spread a little bit too. This side here is things that are holding you back, challenges. You might want to call it the hamster wheel of karma. These are the areas where it's pulling you away from what you truly want. But you have to clear these, right? You have to heal these. These are things that are keeping you from over here, which is where you want to manifest. And right here is where Spirit says, this is where you're at. Here and here are going to help you get to here. Right. So let's take a look at what else we have here. But just remember, healing does, you have to choose to get rid of this. You can't just hope it's just going to go away on its own. It won't. Spirit saying, for many of you, there's going to be somebody coming in with a lot of chemistry. Uh, some of you are going to be retreating, right? Time to disconnect to the world, get rid of this, get to here, and then there's some chemistry coming in because guess what? Uh, this could be the one. And Spirit's saying it's a reconciliation that's coming in. And before you start jumping for joy, yay, okay, fantastic, we're now in the union. No, this reconciliation may or may not be your person. And we're going to find out some more about this because remember, this could be a past life soulmate that is coming in that is a much higher frequency than the person that you believe is your person. Right. And so you always have to have an open mind. Don't try to control it. Just allow for the possibilities that there is something else outside of just the person you're focusing on right now. It doesn't mean that that's not your person. It just means to allow. All right, so let's get some more information about this, Spirit. So you gave us some really cool stuff here. This could be the one, a reconciliation chemistry. Let's see what can you tell us about this, Spirit? And let's get a few cards. Spirit, what else we have here? One more card, please. Oh, it's going to give us half the deck. All right, so let's go through it. It's going to take a little bit longer, but we got a lot of stuff from Spirit today. And let's go through it one by one because there's a lot of information for people. So for some of you, Spirit is saying you really want the safety and comfort, right? You're tired of this deception. You're tired of this retreat. Um, For some of you, there was another woman or a man involved, so another person involved, and you're really missing that person you're in separation with right now. However, you're going to be having a lot of realizations on this connection. And Spirit's saying for many of you, it's time for releasing and healing. It's time for you to choose to heal, to surrender to yourself, surrender to the healing, to free yourself from all this that's holding you back. Many of you have some friends that are probably not good influences, and you got to free yourself from them because truly, what do you want? You want peace, right? Peace, happiness, healing. And Spirit's saying, a lot of you have had a lot of third party interference as well. And so we got to get away from all this. And what is coming through? Spirit says, find that frequency of love, that strong affection. Why? Because you have a secret admirer. And this is a fated meeting. So it seems like from here, from what I'm seeing here, this is a soulmate coming in. This is a high frequency soulmate. This is one that's fated. Once you have decided to do the inner work, and remember, uh, you can stay here inside of this loop of the third parties, of the bad friends, of the missing, of the wanting, or you can choose to heal this, release it, let it go, and move here to this healing, to the peace, to the freedom, to the fated meeting, to the secret admirer, to the, to that space where love is ready to come in. But this is a choice. You really have to choose it yourself. It's not just going to come in without you doing some sort of work on yourself. All right, so let's take a look at what is blocking. What is the main blocking points here? And so what we do is, this is a healing channel. So this is why we don't tell stories. What we do is we show you that there's energies around you, right? These are all energies. These are all possibilities. And now what you have to do is we have to look at how do we get from here, all this stuckness, this hamster wheel of karma, this moving around with the bad friends, the competition, the third parties, right? The missing. how do we get there to that one where we have the admirer, the meeting, right? And so how do we do that? We heal our blocks. And so let's see what our main blocks are. And it's all done through awareness. Healing, you need to be aware of what you're trying to heal to then try to heal. And so Spirit's given us four cards. And so now these may be your blocks, they may be somebody else's, but at least one of these is yours, maybe all. You just have to feel it in yourself, in your body. Let yourself tell you which one is yours. So for many of you, uh, you're staying, you're tolerating a lot of abuse, whether that's physical, mental, whatever that is. You're tolerating it, and that should never be. You should never be allowing yourself to make yourself that small, to have such little yourself that you have this abuse. And for many of you guys, it's also about staying stuck, right? You keep repeating the patterns over and over again. And this is what I call the hamster wheel of karma. You just keep on cycling through the same thing. It's the same person, or same experience, different person over and over again, or sometimes the same person over and over again. And why is that? Because it's too much work to find anybody new. So you just tell yourself love is just too much work, and you're just going to stay with what you want because you'd rather be stuck with somebody that is abusing you, that is not respecting you, than finding that healing connection, that freedom. And a lot of you now say love sucks. Why? Because you stop believing in love because you're sitting in this cycle, this hamster wheel of karma. So one of these is you. You just have to figure out which one. And why do you tolerate all this stuff? It's because you secretly don't love yourself, and you have to find that love within yourself. You have to find that worth within yourself, especially if you're tolerating abuse. You have to find your worth. Now, I do have some. If you go to my YouTube channel, Spiritual, I have a ton of healings on self-worth, on self-love, on releasing these stuck people. Go over there. There's plenty of free healings there. I've got over 555 videos at this last count. So go ahead and try some of those videos. They will help you. So now we have an idea of what it is we need to work on. Let's get some advice from our higher selves as to, what else can we do? What tools can we do? What advice would our higher self give us to get here, to get to that secret admirer, to that reconciliation of that soulmate coming in, the one that could be truly the one? And Spirit's saying, what advice do you have for the collective, Spirit? The energy on that deck. Reshuffle. Spirit, what is the advice that you have for the collective? And let's get a couple more cards. Can't just get one. Spirit, there's got to be more. Not half the deck. We'll take this one here. And Spirit, anything else? Well, yeah, one more. Get one more. Spirit, what do we have? All right, there we go. All right, so we now have our messages of advice from our higher self. And remember, these also are collective. So if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, then throw it away. All right. So for many of you, Spirit says you guys are in denial, right? You are not willing to accept the reality of this karmic hamster wheel. You're just pushing it away. Nah, can't be. It's not me. It's somebody else. Nah. And Spirit saying you can't keep on shoving it down. You have to face yourself on this. You have to find your self-worth. You have to find your self-love. You have to find your peace, but you have to free yourself. And for many of you, this is also coming up as issues with finances. Spirit saying you've got to work on your career a little bit. Make sure you're focusing on yourself right now, on building your career, building up your self-worth through your career. And Spirit saying, speak up, right? And what does speak up mean? Speak your truth. It means stop hiding what you feel, start finally feeling what you feel, and then letting people know what you do like and don't like, what you truly like, not what you think everybody wants to hear. So stop being the chameleon, wearing the mask, start being yourself. And do this on a 30-day challenge. So for 30 days, start working on self, start doing the healing, start working, because if you do, then it's going to bring you over to here. So now let's really look at timelines, right? And remember, timelines are different for everybody, and timelines can change the minute you start to change yourself, the minute you start to choose, because you can choose different timelines. But currently, the timelines that Spirit is giving us, Spirit, give me a couple. Okay, so for many of you, one more card you're saying, Spirit. All right, there we go. So for many of you, the first thing that you need to do is it's going to be patient, right? It will still take a long time because you're not willing to do this yet. But if you are willing to do this, somewhere between the next sunny day, and we're in the summer, so well, Pennsylvania, there's not a lot of sunny days anymore. But then between the next sunny day and a few months, so it depends on where you're at, right? Everybody has a different timeline, but start choosing, because as you choose to do the work to free yourself, then these timelines can come through. So for some of you, it's only going to be a few months or a few days when the sun comes out. But the sun's not going to come out for you if you're just in denial, if you're sitting there. So that is the reading for the collective who are in separation with their person for this week. So if you go ahead and make sure you're liking, following, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And at the same time, if you're looking for your own reading or your own healing and really want to kickstart this portion of it, of getting yourself free and getting yourself healed, reach out to silverfoxspiritual.com. I'll send you my current list of services. And at the same time, visit my TikTok channel where I do lives all the time, answer single questions. But you have to have your notifications to come on to know that I am doing that. And if you're looking for healings, always check my profile for any specials, because I do run some specials all summer long. So this reading is for you. As it's made your awareness, there is something in it for you. So have a great day, and